Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ezzul Hilman bin Dani, metric number 829473. I'm presenting my study and service learning program to introduce and enhance awareness of private retirement schemes and unit trusts among teachers. These are the contents. Okay. These are the background. First we will go through the background and then the issues and then the research objective and research question, the literature reviews used, the underpinning model, research framework, operational definition, significance of the study, research methodology, instrument, reliability and validity. First is the background. Since the launching of the One Malaysia pension scheme under the Employees Provident Fund (EPF) in 2010, the private retirement industry in Malaysia had been steadily growing. This is I quoted this from Yun, which is Prof. Dr. Asma Laili paper, which is one of the foundation papers for my study. With as of now November 2021, there are 58 PRS funds approved by the Securities Commission. As PRS structured funds are relatively new in the Malaysian financial sector, which is deemed crucial for the betterment of the retiree savings, which is as a supplementary savings for the retirees. Ripain and Ahmad 2018 had claimed that the Malaysian market for unit trusts had been established as early as the year 1959. The first player in this market is a company called the Malayan Unit Trust Limited. This is for the unit trust background. For the unit trust background, there are four phases that are important. The formative years from 1959 to 1999, now the period from 1980 to 1990, 1991 to 1999, 2000 and to present time. The formative years from 1959 to the 1999 had seen slow growth in the sales of units and a distinct lack of public interest in the newly minted investment product, then a new financial product, unit trust. There were only 5 unit trust management companies during this period of time, with a total of 18 funds introduced over this period. From the year 1980 to 1990, the government had participated in the unit trust industry using ASB and ASN, and continued with the construction of a committee as a regulator of unit trust industry, which is subsequently called the Informal Committee for Unit Trust Funds. From the year 1991 to 1999, the unit trust industry had gone through the fastest period of growth in terms of funds under management and the number of new assets management company which has been registered. From the year 2000 until recently, the unit trust industry had, in 2005, the net asset value of managed assets under the funds are 98.5 billion ringgit, capitalizing 14.2% of Bursa Malaysia's market, which means all the shares in Bursa Malaysia, 14.2% is owned by unit trusts. Now the problem statement. These PRS structured funds are relatively new in the Malaysian financial industry as compared to the unit trust. Therefore, the performance of PRS must be studied, evaluated, compared with unit trust, as the number of PRS funds or PRS products that are being churned out every year increases. To date, as of November 2021, there are 58. In addition to that, the existing literature on this topic of private retirement schemes, especially on the Scopus platform, is very scarce, which is if you type private retirement scheme on the Scopus platform, You will yield only 6 papers, including Prof. Dr. Asma Laili's papers. 2 of them is from from UUM, and that is all that you can obtain from Scopus in terms of when you search private retirement schemes. Therefore, it is hoped that this study may provide a valuable addition to the knowledge base and enrich the literature regarding private retirement schemes. Okay, these are my research question and research objectives. The research question: what is the awareness level of private retirement schemes as a group superior to that of the domestic benchmark, the KLCI, among teachers in Kedah? What is the awareness level of private retirement scheme compared to a portfolio of unit trusts among teachers in Kedah? Does private retirement scheme have a potential to be accepted by teachers in Kedah? The research objective is to investigate the awareness of private retirement schemes as a group superior to that of the domestic benchmark, the KLCI, among teachers in Kedah, to examine the awareness of private retirement scheme compared to a portfolio of unit trusts among teachers in Kedah, and to analyze whether private retirement schemes have the potential to be accepted by teachers in Kedah. These are the literature review that I included in my study. Both are from UUM, and both are from the legal perspective of private retirement schemes. This is the references for private retirement schemes, and both are only from the legal perspective of private retirement schemes. Therefore, I am studying the private retirement schemes in terms of its performance and in terms of the awareness of the financial product offering among teachers in Kedah. And next is the literature review for unit trust. We have a significantly more literature review that is available for unit trust. And Abdullah is from UUM also. This is Prof. Dr. Adiana Hiao's paper, which I regard it as the basis for my study. It is the study of comparison between domestically invested unit trusts and internationally invested unit trusts. Norma et al. Is also a comparison study between Islamic and non-Islamic unit trusts, which therefore I am comparing between PRS, private retirement schemes, and unit trusts. It is the same principle, which is the comparison. Performance measurement model. These are the 3 famous performance measurement models that is usually used when you want to compare the performance or return on any financial product, which is the Trenor, Sharpe ratio, and Jensen's alpha. These are the operational definitions: unit trust, PRS, and PPA. PPA is the private pension administrator, which is the record keeper for PRS funds and the joint regulator with SC of PRS funds. PRS funds, PPA will scrutinize and will make sure that the PRS funds conform to the guidelines that are available, which is scarce. The guidelines for PRS is not that robust yet. This is the research framework. This is the significance of the study. It is significant for the academic literature, which as I have said before, there's only 6 papers and scopus for private retirement schemes. It is significant also for the legislative, which is for the upcoming or future guidelines that can be introduced to regulate or legislate the PRS structured funds. For the practical studies, for the practical significance, PRS funds is important to be studied because we need to know whether it is good or not for the employees or anyone who wants to have an additional or supplementary savings for their retirement. Okay, this is especially after the COVID-19 pandemic, when people's savings are actually not sufficient to weather the storm after they have lost their jobs. Okay, this is for the practical significance of this study. The research methodology, I use the quantitative approach. Population is among school teachers in Kedah. Sampling frame is as listed from Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia website, which is about 31,000 based on their Excel data. Sample size is 379 based on Bukit and Sekaran for a population of 31,000. Sampling design is simple random sampling. Unit of analysis is individual and or individual school teachers. The instrument used is a questionnaire which adopt the Sharp Trainer and Jensen performance measure, which is converted into a questionnaire about and incorporated about the awareness and everything else. Now for the reliability and validity study. The reliability for this pilot study, I have found that the reliability is to be reliable, which is based on Sekaran with 0.7 Cronbach alpha coefficient, which means that the study is reliable. And for the purpose of the validity study, the validity study had not been performed yet, because the factor analysis need to be performed, and this needs the Kementerian Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Kedah consent to form the validity study. Therefore, I had not get that yet, and therefore I only present the reliability study. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. I open for questions. Thank you so much.